What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the Collective Clips where you already know. Tas. We get it in. But before we get it in, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support. So are you guys ready? I said, are you ready? Let's hit him with another whoopin' Super Norteno, right? And this one right here finds Sharky and all his shenanigans with Ricky and all his shenanigans and the big argument that sparked the controversy, the war. I mean, I never seen nothing like this. And all my time in gangbanging and all my time of taking fades and all my time of running behind the handball court in Nellis to get down with the Southsiders and all my time of pulling up to A-Town, tas, whopping. Not saying that I did that, but it's all in my just imagination like the Temptation song, right? We had a war. And it wasn't a war of words. It was real life guerra. For 2 weeks, two and a half weeks strong, my tia called me several times. You need to fucking stop this bullshit. You need to pull your homie off. I said, hey, that's red on red. That's between them. I don't want nothing to do with it. At this time, I was lightweight active. When I say lightweight, man, I wasn't doing shit. I was in retirement mode. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't doing nothing out there but actively getting my mones and selling a little A1. That's it. But I was still in good standings, right? So I had to kill the conversation, kill the noise, and it took a few other homeboys with me to calm these two pit bulls down because we had Super Whopping against, I don't know what Whopping over there, right? The homeboy Sharky and Ricky went heads up. Now here's the story. So I'm kicking it at my house, mellowing out, man. I remember precisely there was a Mike Tyson fight that weekend. There was a Mike Tyson fight, and this was not prime Tyson. This was coked out, already beat the hell out of Robin Givens, spit on Don King Tyson, right? This was when Tyson came back as a Teletubby. This is when Mike Tyson looked like Hayes World, right? When he was already all washed up, but it still was Mike Tyson. So, of course, just like anyone else, I paid for the fight that weekend. I was kicking back with my old lady. We weren't going to do nothing but eat tacos of chicharron, and then she was going to eat my chicharron. That's how we're going to do it in the long way. So as I have my whole fucking weekend mapped out, my phone starts blinging. Not ringing, but blinging. I mean, it was going off. Because I didn't answer it the first few times. Anyone that calls my number, they know. If I don't want to answer, I just won't answer. And I'll make an excuse. What happened, homie? I'm in traffic. I'm always in traffic. Ain't no traffic at all on Highway 99, period. But I'm always in traffic, right? And so, of course, people knew how I get down. So they'll just keep calling. Well, my phone was blinging off the hook. And it was my tia's number going, puto, right? So I finally picked it up. I said, what's up, tia? What the fuck do you think you're doing? I said, I'm kicking back. I'm about to watch the Tyson fight. Are the Africanos fighting? Yeah, here's a one time he found, mijo, I think it was fighting Bruno, some guy named Bruno. I said, oh, yeah, I seen that fight. Yeah, his chorra fell out of his shorts. I said, you're the only one in America that noticed that. And that's because it's the only thing that counts. Anyways, I called to tell you, man, you need to come get your homeboy. He's been coming by, driving by, doing a drive-by. I said, what do you mean? Wait, slow down. What do you mean he's been doing a fucking drive-by? What's going on? Him and Ricky got an argument the other night, and so he's been cruising by my house, and I'm about to fucking send the pit bulls on him. So go fucking tell him something. So I said, who? That little ugly fucker, your homeboy with the fucked up teeth that looks like he has a shark fin. I said, oh, Sharky? That fucker that walks funny, him. He's been cruising by, back and forth, talking a lot of shit, right? I said, all right, I'll do it. Do it now. I said, no, but the Tyson fight's about to start. Fuck him. Fuck Mike Tyson. He's not good anyways. Doesn't he have a bad case? He has a bad case? So I'm like, all right. Yeah. My tia's all political. She gets super active, right? She's like these dudes. She talks all that shit. That's just the way she is, right? Anyways, I'm like, all right, it's on and cracking. Let me go over there. So I cruise by her pad. I'm like, what's up, tia? What's going on? What seems to be the issue? What seems to be the problem? So I take the little cruise to my tia's. I whip it in the van. Like, man, if I get over there, I calm shit down, I settle shit down, then I'll be able to get back, right? Everything's going to be good in the hood. Shit, that's what I thought. So anyways, as I pull up, here comes my tia running out the door. You need to fucking stop this bullshit. I'm tired. I can't even give a good mamon without having to worry if someone's going to shoot me in the back when I'm doing this. And your cousin's over there in the closet. He's been in the closet for like a half hour. I don't know what he's doing in there. Scante had a hold on him, right? So I'm like, wait up, man. Let me see what's going on. So, of course, I go in there. What do you think Sheila's doing? I'm going to give you guys one guy my hold. She's cooking, right? So as I go by, I smell, it smells like peanut butter, beans and bullshit. And I walk by, and of course I knock on Ricky's door. He has his door all closed. He's fucking in that motherfucker barricaded, right? So I'm like, boom, 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 boom. And Ricky's not a punk. Don't get it twisted. He's not a sucker. He's not none of that, right? So he must be off that shit. So I'm boom, 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 banging. Rick, whoop him. Like, what are you doing? It's me, fool. Whoop him, the fool. Sharky's a punk. Right? Hey, fool, come out of the closet, right? So he comes out. He opens the door. This fool's pouring sweat and shit. I said, what are you doing? I said, whoop him. The fuck, I think he's going to shoot at me. So I'm not going to get hit. Right? I'm like, but Sheila, meanwhile, is cooking. That fat bitch, she's fucking, she like the Matrix. She just moves, right? I'm like, look, bro. Don't try him. I'm going to call Sharky. He's going to come over. No, don't call him. Don't call him because I don't want to get caught up for red on red. Like, look it. If you guys have to handle your business, first of all, what the fuck is this over? We had an argument, right? I'm like, an argument about what? They had an argument. So, 2 nights before this, right? Sharky's been kicking back with Ricky. Like I said, they were peas of the same pod. Pretty much the same. Ricky was a little whopping, juiced out. Whereas Sharky was a little, like I said, what happened? Whopping. Why didn't you get any taller, right? He's a little guy. And so I guess they started kicking it, hitting licks, doing their thing. But in the meantime, in between time, my tia didn't want Sharky around because he kept looking at her, right? So how the argument started was, I guess she came out of the room with one of several paisas that she had back there, talking about fucking barricaded, right? Hey, there was dudes there half the time. I'd be there like a week straight and then see a paisa cooking frijoles. Where'd he pop up? Did he just get there? The door's been closed, literally, right? The roaches can't open it up. I mean, they have before. There's been times when Sheila made food and it smelled like shit and even the roaches jammed. Oh, I just see the door open. I thought it was a ghost until I looked down. There was about 10 roaches, like with their bags packed, like, fuck this, essay, right? We're gone. We're going back to LA. So I'm right there posted up like, what's going on? Well, what had happened is this, right? My tia kept coming in and out to grab whatever she was grabbing. And Sharky got busted by Ricky looking at the ass. Now, what he was looking at, how he was looking at, that's disgusting to me, right? But to other people, I guess it'd be like, my tia dresses, she used to dress a little provocative. So as she's walking by, she's, all I want to do is I'm a zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. I'm going to shake my rump. She's singing her song. That motherfucker's like, yep, but he's watching, and Ricky kept saying, whooping, why are you looking at my mom, right? And so Sharky's like, I wasn't looking at your mom. I wasn't looking on me, right? And they get that. So that started the animosity right there. I guess later that night, they were getting their perv on, their swerve on. They were drinking. Okay, Ricky's not a big drinker. He's like me. We don't drink a lot. It just takes a few beers to get buzzed. That was the prankster gangster. He's more on to, what's happening, Wood? Right? He's like kicking it with the woods and shit, doing that. So anyways, he's on sconce and alcohol. The other dude's on fucking straight up beer, and they're just faded. And they start to argue in the big, crazy World War IV. I say World War IV for Norte purposes, right? Starts over one simple question. A question a lot of you have asked me. A lot of questions gang members have been asked forever. A lot of questions we ask ourselves. Here's the question. What's better, Chuck's or Cortez's? Now, I don't know about you, but my answer's forever going to be Cortez's for 2 reasons. One, they just look better. Right? I'm Mexican. That's how we rock, right? And 2, Cortez's are flat and Chuck's are flat and they hurt my fucking feet. But I guess if Ice Cube could wear them throwing the dub up, then everybody's cool with it, right? I just never liked Chuck Taylors. I mean, they're clean as shit for certain purposes, but you're never going to catch me at a quinceañera wearing Chuck Taylors, right? Cortez's, you can make that happen. You can make that work. You can be suited and booted with some Cortez's on, and Vatos are going to follow your fucking, they're going to follow your movements. But never, ever, ever am I going to wear some Cortez. Hey, look, Chuck's, that's just how it is with me. So the debate, Chuck's and Cortez, not a big issue. I'll tell you straight up, fuck you, it's Chuck's, right? Or excuse me, Cortez's. See? Again, I don't even know my answer. It's Cortez's all day, every day. Anyways, they get in this argument. Ricky is arguing that Chuck's are better. The homie Sharks is arguing that Cortez's are better. So I side with the homeboy Sharks. That motherfucker, hey, most of the time he's wrong. But in this situation, the Vato was absolutely correct. He was right. Anyways, the beat goes on like a whisper song. They get into an argument. And Ricky, whooping for fuck you and fuck Cortez's, right? And takes a swing. And Sharky doubles back and hits him with the tiger uppercut. Das! You know what I mean? Hits him with the purple rain and the red rain. That Vato falls out. Dropped him, right? Immediately, and that's crazy to do. I've seen Ricky hit hella hard. I hit him hella hard. Motherfucker just looked at me and said, Whopping. I said, oh man, it's about, I'm gonna go grab the cohete. That's about what's about to whopping right now, right? So anyways, they get in this big thing. Ricky starts fucking coming out. I'm not gonna say what he did to make Sharky leave, but let's just say it was a dangerous situation. Sharky ends up cutting out, right? Jumping in his whip and leaving. But he says, I'm gonna be back, homie. This shit ain't over. So now they're worse than amigas. All over Chucks and Cortez's. If they made a commercial out of this, they'd sell a million fucking Chucks, right? So anyways, this is what that is. So I'm like, man, this ain't even no big issue. It's not even a big deal. I'm gonna call Sharks right now, bro. It ain't no, you guys were drunk. You guys were faded. You guys had liquid courage. Ricky's like, Whoopie. He's fucking going to fucking convulsion, Norteno mode. Whoopie, I don't care if you bring him over. I'm going to fight him. I'm going to fight him. I said, well, I mean, if you got to do that, do that. No, because you don't understand. He's been cruising up and down. So what had happened was I guess he had been cruising up and down. And my tia ran out there one time. And he told her, you got a nice ass, as he was pulling off. So now Ricky's really mad, right? And Sheila's all fucking disgruntled and hurt. She's looking, she's eating a fucking, one of those frozen burritos. It's still frozen. That bitch ate frozen burritos like beef jerky. Right? She's eating a burrito and eating that peanut butter fucking concoction salsa she made for the burrito. Cook the burrito, bitch, not the fucking tomatoes, right? And so she's looking all unhappy. And so I'm like, what's wrong with you, man? What happened with you? He wasn't looking at my ass. No one is. Believe me, no one, right? So anyways, my dad's coming out. I got this started all over me. It's because I have a spectacular body. I can't help it when you bring your homies around, they're gonna look. You know, they don't like to watch Hulu, they like to watch Kulu. So I don't know. But they could Tubi and Roku up in this, right? I'm like, oh, nah, my dad, she's all for it. She's happy, right? She's like, if I would have known that was the argument, there would have never been no arguments. Come on, let's go to the back. Toma, I'm going to put it on you and you're going to stop gangbanging. They call this the non-active pussy. Why? Because by the time guys are done, there's no more juice left. They're not active no more. They drop in it and then they drop out. And that's it, right? So my dad, she's all feeling good about herself. So I tell her, well, what do you want to do, man? You want to catch the fade? You want to kill this? What do you want to do? Well, there's too much disrespect. Yeah, like when he starts talking like this, I can already see he's winding up the Huelga wing, right? No, there's too much disrespect. Whooping. So I'm like, all right, so I call Sharks. Him I could talk to. It's not chaotic. It's not crazy in the house, right? So I'm like, let me step outside by the pit bull dog shit, you know? So as I'm sniffing dog shit and cockroaches are fucking trying to crawl up my leg, and this is outside. I'm outside like, rings, Sharky doesn't answer. I get his voicemail. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker better answer because it might be a lick. Like, that was my boy. He was my boy before he was Rick's boy, right? And then you'll see how it works out. But this was my boy. Like, I've been known forever. Like, motherfucker, fuck what you're going through with my family. Call me. You could call on Tyrone, right? And so I leave a message like, hey, fool, you better call me back in fucking 5 minutes, bro. If you don't call me back, I'm going to be driving by your house looking at your old lady's nalga. You know what I mean? And she has Rumpelsaurus, so I'm going to be, you never know. One never knows, does one. About at the 4-minute, 30-second mark, I've off the calls. What's up, bro? He's acting all fucking tone loc on me, all crazy, right? What's up, bro? What's up with your familia, eh? I'm like, hey, well, first of all, bro. First of all, bastard, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to rock with you on the Cortezes. Let's get straight to the realness. I got to rock with you on that. He goes, I was even more than that, eh? Listen, stop talking like you were born in the IE, bro. What's up, eh? You're not all super gangster, homie. You're not hard like they are. They're really hard over there. Bro, you were born in El Nido. Stop, bro. Stop it, okay? If you would have knew Blue Devil back in the days, you guys could have tipped cows together. That's where you were born. Let's just stop this. What's going on? He's like, we got in an argument, bro. And he tried to say I was looking at your tia, but I don't even be looking at your tia like that. Everyone does. When they call the homie Roach and several other homies have looked at my tia, man. Ain't no big deal, bro. You're a man, right? I thought I was. Wait, what do you mean you thought you were? You can hang up this phone right now if you don't think you are anymore. Fuck that. You know what I mean? We end the conversation. We're going to drive by your house, right? And he was like, no. I'm just saying, bro. I thought I was cool and shit, man. Your tia was tripping. Ricky was tripping. Fuck him, eh? You know what he did, man? And so I can't tell you guys what he did but he did some crazy shit, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. I said, well, look, come to my tia's house, bro. It's all good. We're going to make peace on this shit because I'm not trying to deal with this. Like, you're the homie. That's my cousin. We're going to be together, bro. We're going to be around. You feel me? So he's like, oh, okay, I'm going to come, bro. But if he acts crazy, we're going to have to catch the fade. And I'm saying, nah, you don't. Look, I've seen Ricky a gang of different ways in my life. I seen him nice. I seen him mellow. I seen him spun out. I seen him hyphy. I've seen him got that out of the game, right? I've seen him fucking when he's fucking boning his old lady and he's thinking he's fucking the Terminator. I'll be back, right? I've seen every different mode of him. But this was something different. Their Vato was on shaky northern mode. Like, he's just ready to erupt like a volcano. So I'm like, it's probably going to be funny. You know what I'm saying? I want to see if Shark can hang. You know what I mean? This is a test. This is a hood test, homie. So I'm like, come through. Well, Shark pulls up. About 30 minutes later, he pulls up, right? He pulls up with a couple other homeboys. Okay, so I see the homie. So immediately I walk past Shark. He's like, what's up, bro? Get the fuck away from me. Too cool for the radio, right? What's up, bro? What's up? What's up? They're like, hey, what's up? They're like, what's up, man? Hey, him and Ricky gonna get down? So obviously he's been talking that shit that he's gonna come over. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. Now, meanwhile, while all this conversation was had, while all the homies pulled up, or not all the homies, but 2 homies plus him, pulled up. And meanwhile, Sheila went and changed it to the shortest short she could find so they could look at her ass because she feels left out. And my tia, she was already in the short short. She comes out like, with the fallopian tube just hanging. Who is this? Mijo, I can line them up. You guys want to drop out tonight? Right? I'm like, oh, no. They're like, what? I'm like, hey, don't mind my tia. She's provocative. Anyways, what's up, bro? You know what I mean? We're going to talk. Go get Ricky. So I have to go through 2 different barricades, a line of fucking northern roaches that he has right there talking about, viva la huelga, right? And as I get into the fucking room, he's right there in the closet. And he's grabbing a thing, right? And I'm like, no, bro, it's the homies. He's like, but I don't want fucking, everyone's gonna think bad about me. I say, I'm gonna pistol whip him. I said, nah, listen, come out there, we're gonna talk. You probably guys ain't even gonna fight. Even though I know Sharky's coming over time, we're gonna fight, all tough. He really don't want that smoke. I know him, right? So Ricky comes out like this, walking, creeping. He sees the homies, he hits them with like this, right? The other homies are like, they don't know. They're like, well, why is he doing that? What's all that about, right? Like, you guys know the fucking my primo. He's a J-Cat, man. Don't trip, right? The pit bulls are, I'm telling them, shut the fuck up. Norte, right? Even the pit bulls are active. So my dad's right there. She's fucking spinning something. There's like 4 paisas there. Again, dudes I've never seen in my life. They just happen to come out. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? You better take it back in the house before you get beat up. That's what's ¿qué pasó, right? And Sheila, like I said, she's wearing the shortest shorts ever created on earth. Yet she has a pickle in her mouth. You know what I mean? Hey, for some reason it keeps going in, but it never gets bit. I don't know. Everyone's in there has their own agenda there. Sheila's trying to get noticed. My tia's trying to get noticed and unnoticed and noticed again. Ricky wants to just get off. Sharky wants to fake like he wants to get off. The other 2 homeboys are like, this is like the house of 1,000 corpses. And me, I'm trying to shake the roaches and tell the dogs to shut the fuck up. It smells like dog shit. Meanwhile, the whole time, I have to lay the scenery for you guys. So anyways, the 2 homies are like, what's up, bro? The homie's going to get down or what? Because we didn't come out here for nothing. I said, well, first of all, and I start feeling disrespected. Why'd you guys come with the homie to my family's house, eh? Now I'm on my A shit, right? What's up, eh? Right? They're like, nah, the homie just told us, hey, actually, bro, we're going to go to Foster Freeze in Atwater. And, you know, we got to roll deep because Southsiders be honest out there. I said, yeah, I get it. But he's like, and then he's like, fuck it, let's go over here. So, and then he's talking that she's going to come over here and beat your cousin's ass. So we're like, fuck it, bro. We want to see the fight too, right? And I'm like, all right, cool. So they've said enough to make it seem feasible, right? So I'm like, fuck it, man. Now I'm pissed, though. You guys are going to fight. Ricky's like, whooping, you want to kiss the face, right? Sharky's like, I guess, homie. The homie's like, what do you mean? You say you were going to beat his ass? He was like, yeah, but I fucking my back hurt when I got off the car, the Honda, my fucking back, I threw it out, right? Like, now fuck that. You guys are going to get off. And let me tell you right now, man, that started the first fight of their fucking explosive altercations. Okay, so Ricky knocks him out cold, right? What happens? Sharky's like, fuck it, I'm going to steal one. So as Ricky's walking down, Ricky's like, we can go in the backyard. And I'm trying to dissuade him and talk him out of that because there's a lot of dog shit right there. So I'm like, hey, bro, let's do it in the front yard, right? And fucking Sharky steals on him. Boom. And I told you Ricky was on fucking agitated, active fucking northern mode, right? He turns around, he's like, whopping? I never heard a voice like that. It wasn't slow motion. It was like, whopping. Like he was asking like a serious question, like, whopping? Are you kidding me? Right? Man, Ricky hit him with the fucking Huelga overcut, right? Not the undercut or the uppercut, but the overcut. The one that goes like this. And down goes Frazier. And down goes Sharky, right? Sharky was down. Ricky got to kicking him in the face. The other homeboys are like, hey, man, what's up, bro? And that was it, right? So as they're leaving, one of the homeboys, that's a good friend of mine to this day, right? He's like, hey, bro, that wasn't cool, man. Your cousin kicking him and shit like that, bro. We're gonna have to go to the dead end park and catch that, right? Like they're gonna have to catch that right there with the homies there. And I said, yeah, that's what's not gonna happen, bro. You guys are not gonna jump my cousin because I'm gonna get involved. You know, it's just too much. All this over some fucking shoes? So I'll give you a pair of Chucks. I don't wear those fuckers anyways. And I'm going to keep my Cortezes for content purposes. But you know what I'm saying, right? The homie's like, nah, bro. So anyways, they're talking shit on their way out. So I'm like, well, fuck you guys. Wapen. Norte, right? So they leave. For 2 weeks straight, everywhere Ricky went, a homie would pop up and be on him. Man, Ricky was knocking motherfuckers out, bro. He got beat up a couple times, but he was knocking motherfuckers out. So this goes to show you, if you're from a hood, in a neighborhood, you get in a light, I've seen fucking motherfuckers get whacked over a lightweight argument that starts over bullshit, right? Of course, they made it about the shoes, but I think it was more about my tia, because Ricky was like, well, but he was looking at my mom. Your mom wants to get looked at. Stop already. You know what I mean? Anyways, let me tell you 2 things that stuck with me throughout this whole lifetime about this whole incident. 1, my tia fucking wanted to get fucked and she was mad because she wasn't. 2, so was fucking Sheila, right? Although, I'm not gonna lie, I think one of the homeboys double backed on her. He liked them short shorts. What can I say? And 3, and this is the most important thing, I missed the fucking Mike Tyson fight. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's gonna be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in, and that's the betterment of all people. If you want to keep hearing these Super Norteños, hit a 1. Let me know. We'll keep them pushing. We'll keep them pumping. We'll keep it macking. We'll keep it activated. Even though I'm not active, and I never proclaimed to be. I'm just being me, man. That's the gun. Bang, bang.